All right, welcome to IMNerd News, and we have our first episode of this where we'll be talking about various things that happen in the nerd world. As you can see, we're going to be talking about the new merger between Crunchyroll and Funimation. So, AT&T just sold Crunchyroll to Sony, who owns Funimation, and they sold it for $1.175 billion in cash. And now
Wait, you said AT&T. Oh, sold Funimation to Sony.
they sold Crunchyroll to Sony.
Oh, sold Crunchyroll to Sony. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. AT&T sold Crunchyroll to Sony, and Sony owns Funimation. So now we're going to get most likely one streaming app that has all the anime stored on it. So for people who don't know, Funimation is the company that brought the dub version of Dragon Ball Z to Cartoon Network back in the 90s and essentially made anime popular in the West and in America and everything. And it's also currently still the best place to go for dubs in general, like anime that's in English. Just because they're really fast at getting things translated. Most anime that you watch, if it's in dub, it probably came through Funimation at some point. So this is actually really big news. A lot of people have Crunchyroll, a lot of people have Funimation. Kenny, I believe you said you have both?
I do. So I didn't, obviously right before we started recording, you told me a little bit about this, but I don't really know anything about the story. I have a Crunchyroll account and a Funimation account, and I hope if they're both under the same company,
you're hoping to save some
money. I'm hoping to save some money if they come together, but B, I hope they take this opportunity to improve both of their streaming services because they both have some problems. I think Funimation's streaming video is worse than Crunchyroll's.
Why?
But even Crunchyroll still has some problems. On Funimation's, I remember recently, late 2020. We're now, so I guess a year ago, so not recent.
Yeah.
But about a year ago, I had gone through My Hero Academia season 4. I'd already gone through all the seasons. I'd already read way past where the manga is. But a friend of mine was going through it, and then I was syncing it with them. So I was watching My Hero Academia season 4 on Funimation in English. And I just remember having so many problems where the website wouldn't update correctly. You would have autoplay on and the autoplay wouldn't work. And then it would just randomly start working. And then you would watch 5 episodes and you would close the app, whatever, go do something else, come back the next day and open it up. And then it wouldn't have the episodes tracked, what episodes you watch, like on Netflix or Crunchyroll.
Oh, that's actually super
it'll
annoying.
have a thing, but then sometimes it does. It was just very buggy.
So you didn't know where the hell you were sometimes. You're like, I don't know where I left off.
Yeah, it wouldn't update correctly. The player is really bad. Like when you open up the player sometimes and even try to skip around, with the progress bar, something
And this is all Funimation, right?
This is all on the Funimation website. Just overall, the player and the user experience and the UI overall navigating the site, it's not as clean as it should be.
Right. Especially being owned by Sony now.
And also I feel like there's not an excuse being that Netflix is kind of what put all the streaming platforms on the map.
Yeah, Netflix is the real pioneer.
The blueprint is right there. It's not that hard to just copy. They're just
copy and paste. Let me copy your homework, bro.
Paste.
I promise I'll change it.
I don't understand. Some of the ways these websites work are really frustrating. Crunchyroll, I feel like in recent years, I haven't had as many problems with them. Back in the day, I had more problems with them, but I still feel like they're not quite as smooth as Netflix, for example. They're all a lot better than Amazon Prime Video, which is dumpster fire. But I like Crunchyroll and Funimation a lot.
So you welcome the idea of these two maybe coming together to create one uniform anime app?
I welcome the idea of them fusing.
So they actually ran into a bit of trouble when they were trying to get this approved because it's almost a monopoly. The issue came up if you think about it, that was the argument. Is most people get their anime.
You can make that argument though, because I feel like if you're saying it's a monopoly on just anime, I feel like it's a weird, because if we're just talking about streaming services, it's very clearly not a monopoly, right?
Right, but they're specifically talking about anime streaming services.
Netflix is still the biggest streaming service and has a bunch of anime on it.
Yeah.
So I feel like if somebody's trying to argue it's a monopoly, they are reaching?
Well, they're saying that this could have become a monopoly. I mean, it's approved now. It's going through from what I understand. The deal started back in December 2020, and only as of just this past yesterday, Monday, and we're recording this on 8/10. So as of 8/9, the deal was approved, and so they're going to merge officially now. But they did run into some issues with, possible monopoly clauses and things like that. And I get where you're coming from, where you kind of see it as there's definitely other paid streaming services. We're not talking about all the other ones like Kiss Anime and things like that are free. We're talking about specifically.
We're talking about legal ones.
The ones that you have to pay for. So Crunchyroll, you pay $10 a month. And then Funimation has two different tiers. One is $6 and one is $8, and they're called Premium and Premium Plus, respectively.
I hate the way people name things. Just call it Standard and Premium.
Yeah.
Basic and Premium Plus?
Yeah, Premium Plus.
What is this, a fucking Kingdom Hearts release?
You can probably blame that on Apple, I feel like. The iPhone 6 Plus Max X.
Street Fighter 6 Premium Plus.
Yeah, it just, the word plus has been abused and used a lot lately. So, but this has a lot of possibilities. Crunchyroll has 5 million paid subscribers. So
yeah, Crunchyroll's big. I mean, Crunchyroll, in terms of streaming anime legally, Crunchyroll put that on the map, whereas Netflix put streaming in general on the map. But what's crazy, some people might not remember Crunchyroll's dark past. Crunchyroll started as an illegal streaming site. Like, Crunchyroll started as the original Crunchyroll. Like, I remember watching Bleach and Naruto on Crunchyroll years. It was like Kiss Anime. Crunchyroll was an illegal site. Like, it was a site that had fan subs on it. Like, they took episodes from Japan, put fan subs on it, and uploaded the Crunchyroll started off as an illegal site.
That's definitely true.
Time passes, they became legit. Legal. They were like a mobster. They're like, we're gonna go legit. And they went legit. And they actually went and got licensing, and their like argument was, we love anime so much, and we think like the only reason why we do this is because it's not available in America anyway. Anime fans and anime nerds would pay for it if they even had the option to pay for it. Yeah. And Crunchyroll ended up becoming a legal site, went on the up and up, etc.
That's cool though. I mean, from illegal crime to now being one of the biggest streaming services for anime in the world, and now being acquired by Sony/Funimation to create probably the biggest streaming platform, legal streaming platform in the world. I hope
they do. I hope they merge. I hope they don't, because now that they're under the same brand, I hope they don't still try to compete or whatever. I do hope they merge in some way. They can only benefit from that.
I know. I hate when it gets that weird thing. For example, Apple has acquired Beats. And so Apple has their own headphones, but then they also have like the Beats brand as well. Yeah. It's like it's almost like you're cannibalizing your own brand if you keep them both around. Like, honestly, I almost saw Apple buying Beats just to get it out the way as a competitor. And I don't know if that's what's happening with this. Is like, I'm buying Crunchyroll to, one, obviously you're going to absorb all of their subscribers and everything, right? But then also to just like, that is no longer a competitor of mine. It is us now. We have all of those subscribers. We're going to create one unified app. Call it whatever you want to call it.
That's what they should do.
I'm hoping for a unified app. And I think that would be worth people's dollar as long as they don't raise the price past $10. Like, I hope that it doesn't go, because Crunchyroll's 10 and Funimation's max tier is 8. So I'm hoping that they don't do something where they try to charge like $12 or something. Because I already have a lot of streaming services. I have everything. Between me and my friends, we share like a lot of logins. So we have Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, Amazon, like everything, HBO Max. Like, we literally, between all of us, we have every single streaming service, Crunchyroll, Funimation, everything. And I'm just hoping to not have to add something else expensive to the list. I mean, not really expensive, but still, like, once you add,
I would hope that they merge in some way, or like, even if they don't want to lose their individual brand, if they don't want to actually make it one app, it'd be cool if there's still the Funimation site, still the Crunchyroll site, but all of the content on Crunchyroll and Funimation was on both. Yeah. And like, if you had an account on one, I don't know.
They're probably not going to do that. I'll tell you right now, that idea is not going to happen.
I think because Crunchyroll doesn't have a lot of dubs, so it'd be cool if that happened. If like all the Funimation dubs went on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, but we'll see. Maybe they'll just maybe the best case scenario is that they create an app together, and it is just an amazing app for all of anime. You don't have to worry about, if you pay for it, you don't have to worry about the ads. The typical stuff you get when you pay for a premium service. And then they don't raise the price either past $10. Because I just feel like paying, I don't know, once you start paying like $15 a month for anime, I hope you're watching a lot of anime, first of all.
15's a lot.
15's a lot. I mean, I'm like, every time Netflix says they're raising the price by like $1, I go fucking
I'm currently not
crazy.
subscribed to Netflix because I'm tired of them. I mean, I want to resubscribe to them, but like,
They have an insane amount of
man.
debt, so they're trying to pay down their debt, and they keep raising, like they've raised the price a lot in the last, I don't know, 5 years. I feel like
They really did.
Yeah.
Like I went and checked. I was like, why am I paying so much? I tried to go back down to the $8 tier, and it was like video quality in 480p. I was like, 480p?
What? No, they shouldn't even
I
offer
swear
that.
to God, 480p for $8. I
What?
was
480p
like, I guess I'm not.
That's potato resolution.
Yeah, I guess I'm not getting.
That's
Netflix
fucking
back.
surveillance footage. Like, who wants to watch? You're gonna be watching House of
480p.
Cards and surveillance. You're gonna be seeing Frank and surveillance camera footage.
I couldn't believe it.
Could you imagine watching anything in 480p in 2021?
Not at all. Not on
That
a
is-
TV. Not on
that
a
is-
whole TV. Not on a whole TV. Maybe on my
That is
phone.
so
Like if I'm in a
absurd.
bad area and I got my internet's on
And
my
it's all you
phone,
have.
yeah, I'll put on 480. Whatever. I don't care.
I feel like if your
I'm not doing
area,
480 on my
if your
TV.
area has 480, if 480p is what's happening in your area, you need to get out that fucking area right now because your life
Hey,
is in
man.
danger. You are in danger if 480p is
Hey.
as high as it'll go. I'm telling you, you need to get safe.
You're
Yeah,
gonna
I
call
can't imagine.
911 and hit a dial tone.
Yeah, exactly. You're in Kensington. If your internet is 480p max, like it's maxing out, you are in danger. That's all I gotta say about that.
But both of these, I'm on both websites right now. They both have really big libraries.
Yes,
License a bunch
all
of
the
stuff.
big ones are there: Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, Dragon Ball. All the main players, Jujutsu
They
Kaisen, all
could
that stuff.
do, man. They could do good. They could do good. I just hope. I'm interested to see where it goes. I hope they don't end up kind of being like, well, I like this one more, and like.
Well, how do you
I
feel
don't
about
know.
the integration with PlayStation? Because this is Sony we're talking about, so there may be some really good.
Are they not already on PlayStation?
I
I
feel like
assumed the apps were already on PlayStation. I could be wrong.
I don't use I'm not one of those people who uses my PlayStation to stream just because I feel like everyone has a smart TV, especially if you have a PlayStation 5 or 4. But people I know, they do actually.
Yeah, I don't buy appliances smarter than me, so that's not happening.
Well, it's probably anyway. So they probably are already on PlayStation. At least we know Funimation has to be on PlayStation because
Yeah,
Sony
I have
did that one.
Funimation on my Switch,
Okay.
which is weird because the Switch has Hulu and Funimation, but it doesn't have Netflix or Crunchyroll.
Interesting.
So I don't know what the Switch is doing.
Yeah, that's
but-
interesting because that's a Sony product. So I don't know. It's all some background stuff that we don't know about with the contracts and just probably some negotiation to get it on the Switch and things like that. But maybe we'll get, I don't know, does the PlayStation have a lot of anime games or something like that may come out now in English or something?
That could
see
be
that
cool.
Yeah, I can see that being like some ports and things that never came over because of just weird conflicts that may now, like, I don't know, end up resolved.
That'd be
We'll
pretty
see.
cool. Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens. What I want to happen isn't what's going to happen. I really think it'd be cool if they fully merged and Funimation and Crunchyroll became like one big thing.
Yeah.
But that's not going to happen. If only just for pride. Like I don't think either one's going to want to let go of their brand. I mean, I guess each one has their own CEOs. I'm sure there's a bunch of reasons.
So let me read out, speaking of the CEO, according to the CEO, the goal that Sony has for this whole thing.
Okay.
So according to the CEO, he says he wanted to create a unified anime subscription experience as soon as possible. The CEO's name is Tony Vinciquerra. He's the chairman of CEO and Sony Pictures. And he said, with the addition of Crunchyroll, we have an unprecedented opportunity to serve anime fans like never before and deliver the anime experience across any platform they choose, from theatrical, events, home entertainment, games, streaming, linear TV, everywhere and every way fans want to experience their anime. I don't know what that means.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
So that was Sony saying in the fact that they own Funimation and Crunchyroll.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. After
So,
the deal
yeah.
closed, he said that after the deal was done. So like the deal's done, they got their $1.175 billion in cash apparently, which I don't even know what that has to just look crazy.
That's kind of exciting. I'm curious to see what they're going to do. If they live up to that and they really do, create some experience that's really beneficial for anime fans. That's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, we might get more anime movies out of this. There can be more. It says games. It actually mentions theatrical, events, home entertainment, games. Crunchyroll has a con Like there's a Crunchyroll event apparently that people would attend, which I would go to for sure. But now that like Funimation and Crunchyroll are coming together, it will be even bigger because it has the dollar of Sony backing it and everything now.
Yeah.
Like there could be legitimate huge anime conventions that are not the typical like Otakon, things like that. So they're planning to do a big thing with this merger. I mean, they paid so much money for it. I'm hoping that it does go somewhere good for everybody. Like I think this could actually benefit everyone as long as they don't get too crazy with the pricing.
Yeah, I also hope that because Crunchyroll's initial one of the big things that they set out to do when they went legit was to actually give money back to the Japanese creators and make sure those creators got money. Now, in the years that have passed, different, I don't want to call them scandals, but different, whatever has been said that they don't do a good enough job at paying the original creators or whatever. But I don't know. I don't know all the logistics for that. However, I do think it'd be really cool if, with all of this being said, that the original creators over in Japan do get their proper kickbacks from it being streamed in America. And yeah, all right, I'm really interested. I just hope we get, we can do it pretty good. I mean, we get anime. We don't live in the dark ages where anime doesn't get subbed anymore. Most anime gets at least subtitled, and then a lot of them get dubbed. So we don't live in those dark ages
especially
anymore.
all the mainstream anime, obviously, it's subbed the day it comes out in Japan.
Yeah. So in some ways, it's like I don't really know how much better it could get.
That's how I kind of feel that way. I kind of feel, especially with you saying that the Funimation app wasn't that good and the Crunchyroll app is better. But like, honestly, how much better can all of this get? I mean, that's for them to prove, though.
Yes.
Like that is for them to prove. Like, prove us wrong. Make us feel like, damn, if you don't have a subscription to the new Crunchyroll Funimation app or website or whatever, that you want to spend that money because you're missing out on something.
That's where I'm at. Part of me is excited based on what they said. It could just be that corporate talk, but part of me is excited because if they do something like that, I would love to see it. But on the other end, as I think about it, I don't really know how much more can they do other than make the UI a lot better, because the UI on some of these sites is not the best.
Maybe they can fix that. That should be the first thing. Well, all right. This was the first episode of IMNerd News. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And also, if you want to support the channel, please subscribe to our Patreon, which is in the description below. We have 3 different tiers. They're really fun. So if you want to support, hit that link up. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think about this video, about this merger. If you have Crunchyroll or Funimation, how do you feel about paying for your anime? Do you get your anime from somewhere else? Let us know in the comment section. And also shout out to our 2 patrons at the highest tier, Connie and Austin. Thank you guys for your patronage. No pun intended. All right, guys, this is IMNerd News, and we are out.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.